Hey guys, welcome back to Adventures of WellUmMe, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite franchises. It is, of course, a Final Fantasy game. This is Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. It includes Final Fantasy IV and the After Years, and this was the special edition that you could order. It is a PSP game. It comes with beautiful art cards. I absolutely love going and getting all these really cool things like this. And then you've got on the other side I love little collections like this. Cool thing about this one is it also came with a PSP cleaning cloth themed around Final Fantasy, and got this sweet artwork inside this little slipcase. So from a collector standpoint, I love the stuff like that when it's included in these games. Especially, I love the cleaning cloth. It's like one of my favorite aspects. You also got a special download for Cecil Dark Knight and Cecil Paladin in Dissidia 012 Duodecim. And the really cool thing about this, like for the shelf perspective, it comes with this really nice clean white case. And you got the special kind of cover there. I don't know if the regular editions of the game included like this white cover or not, but it is beautiful. The artwork on this is outstanding, but kind of just regular artwork on the back there. I don't know, just something about the white case is amazing. And yes, there was the DLC code here that you could use. I wonder if like that had an expiration, because the store does it still have PSP games? I don't remember. But yeah, if anyone wants to pick it up these days, I don't know if you're actually able to redeem that anymore now that the PSP is like essentially like 100% decommissioned from all areas. I know that you can buy some PSP games on the Vita. Probably if you're going to buy anything now, that's generally how you would come across them. But the thing I love about this, like even just like the instruction booklet for one, but you've got Final Fantasy IV, the After Years prologue, and you've got these really cool sprite designs there for the characters, and it gives you a little introduction about all the characters. And this is the kind of thing that you miss out on in, like, you got the basic controls there, and you got all the stills, and it goes through everything, tells you everything. It's got moon phases. But like this is the kind of thing that we miss now in games. And then we've got the characters again for prologue. All of it. It's got all the different characters with all their different sprites, their walking animation sprites. It's just such a good game, and I just miss this type of thing. This is exactly the thing that I loved in just the older games. You don't get that these days. Like, just these physical aspects to the games. Like, we pick up a disc. Like, I've got Man of Medan here. Like, it's a PS4 game. Great, I've got a physical copy. You open it up, it's just the disc inside. There's nothing else. On the back of the cover, there is the important warranty notices and warnings thing on the insert there, and then you got the little bit of the artwork on the back and that's it. Like, that's the extent of what you get in modern titles. This was just amazing when you could pick up things like that, even like collector's editions. Like I was saying in my previous video, we did Dragon Quest Heroes. what do you get inside Dragon Quest Heroes? This is also by Square Enix, so let's do a direct comparison. You get your registration card, and you get your DLC code for the Day 1 edition. That's it. It's just not the same anymore. And that's where I feel games lack. I just wish that we could bring back all these bonuses. And that's why I love collector's editions. Collector's editions, when you get the art books, you get like these cool like retro-themed styled instructions in them, which you don't get just with the regular editions of things anymore. It's just all digital, and I get it. Yes, you've got all this paper that's going to waste, but if you're someone that's buying a digital copy, you don't need those, paper things. If you're someone that's buying a physical copy, you want the physical things. You want that collector's aspect. It's going on your shelf for your collection. You want the instructions to go with it. You want it to be physical. Whereas if you're buying those digital things, like I was saying, you don't care about having the physical copy. You don't care about the fact that you've got an instruction booklet or not, because all the information's there online or in your system. I miss that aspect, but that was a massive tangent on Final Fantasy. Like it was a remake of 4 put onto the PSP. It is an amazing franchise. I've spoken about it a lot, and I really liked this version of the game. I know all different people say all different things about which is the best version to play of these things, and I know there are some people that said the DS version, I believe, was really good for Final Fantasy IV. But I really liked this version. I liked playing it on the go. I liked playing a lot of things, like the PSP. Like, the main stuff that I have on my PSP is Final Fantasy games. I've got Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 4. I've got a digital copy of Final Fantasy 3. I've got a digital copy of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've got the digital copy on there. I've got both Dissidia games, the good Dissidia games on there. And I've got Crisis Core. Like, it was literally my little portable Final Fantasy console. That was the extent of it. And I still really, really want to get a copy. I think there was 2. There's 2 Final Fantasy PSPs. If I recall that I've seen, there's a Crisis Core one, and then I think there was another one which was white. If I could get those, that would be amazing. I really wish I'd have picked up some of the Final Fantasy themed consoles now, but they are expensive, and that's kind of the only reason why I wouldn't just go and pick them up when I've already got a console. But these games are great, and I liked the remake. I liked the conflict of the character Cecil in this. Like, even reading the back of this, it's 2 unforgettable adventures, 1 complete collection. So it tells you about Cecil, a dark knight whose quest for redemption leads him to battle to decide the fate of the world. And then you've got the After Years, which is more than a decade later, which you look at his son Theodore face a similar challenge. I like redemption arcs in JRPGs where someone's fighting their own difficulties and challenges and overcoming them. And I love that, and I think it's definitely a fun game with a great story, and it is challenging. Like all Final Fantasy games, they are challenging, and I think that more remakes like this would be great for the franchise. I think that they should really do like what they're doing with 7. If they could like reboot Final Fantasy, the first one, in that gameplay style with updated story, because the story is very basic. I think just like a love letter to the original game, a love letter to that, where it's just, this is Final Fantasy now, and you can see the difference between back then, the really old version of it, to now. We've already had like an updated with updated sprites, but imagine like an overhaul of the game in like modern action RPG like they have been doing with Final Fantasy. That would be great. I think this would also be a good one to do that. I really like the character design in this one in particular, like the Dark Knight, like the Dragoon style artwork is beautiful. I think that they're great looking character designs, and the fact that you've got like the good and the bad, and you've got that challenge in your own self that you kind of face in, whether it's, you know, essentially being a paladin type knight or a dark knight or dragoon, whatever they call them. Like, it's just, it's a very, very great great design, and I think that they could definitely do something with remaking this in modern graphics as well. But that's Final Fantasy for the complete collection. Definitely good for people that want to experience all the Final Fantasy games that have been remade into like more modern titles. If you've got a PSP and you haven't got this game and you're looking for an RPG to play, if you find a copy of this complete with everything, absolutely try and snag that one. Even if you just find like the game itself, like on the UMD, without like the bonus content, it's worth it. Like, you get, it's just like a full game and then like a smaller game that goes with it, but it's not like it's like one level DLC bonus content. It's like it's another full game, but just a smaller one of Final Fantasy. Yeah. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my rambling on. But yeah, when it's Final Fantasy, I just love it. So, have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you next time.